Is there anything more beautiful than this fountain? When you see it, you know you're in Savannah. And why am I in Savannah? Because I'm on the hunt for the best female chefs in the country, and one of them is right here. Mashama Baily left New York for one of the coolest restaurants around. The Grey takes its name from its location, the old Greyhound Station, and is consistently named one of the top new restaurants in the country because this girl's on fire. Mashama and I are getting together to cook one of her takes on a Southern classic, dirty duck rice alongside a pecan-infused dandelion green salad. So Southern and so good. There's so much great food in Savannah, I'm joining her partner Jono for an insider's food tour of Savannah that will be a whole day of deliciousness. Back in New York, we'll visit another female chef on the rise, Amanda Cohen of Dirt Candy. She brings her innovative take on vegetables to my kitchen with her Zucchini Pasta Noodles with Garlicky Yogurt sauce, and one of my favorite new cocktails this year, Kentucky Lemonade. We're bringing the girl power today with two female chefs on the rise. I'm Sara Moulton. Welcome to Sara's Weeknight Meals. Funding provided by
the 2016 Subaru Legacy. With symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 36 mpg. It pairs well with every kind of road. Subaru, proud sponsor of Sara's Weeknight Meals.
And thanks to the generous support of one of the coolest restaurants in Savannah is the old Greyhound Station, gussied up into a sleek new restaurant, The Grey.
Nice first push, everybody.
And at its helm is a former local girl who came back to put her stamp on Southern classics with a modern twist. Kind of like the old bus station itself. Except that space was segregated, and this space is run by a powerful young black woman. Yeah, it's ironic, but Mashama's food speaks for itself. I found that out when I went to cook with her at the home of her business partner, Jono Morisano.
All right, so what I'm making tonight is a dandelion green salad with some squash and pecans and a little chili darble for some spice, and also a duck dirty rice.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Go get some wine.
All right.
Oh, I think we need that, yes, absolutely.
See you when you get back.
All right.
What you can do is mince the garlic and cut the sun-dried tomatoes really small.
Okay.
That'll be perfect.
All righty, I can do that, and you're going to get started on
Yep,
the dressing.
and I'll grab the pecans out the oven.
Now, this is a fascinating dressing. Did you come up with this?
Yeah, I think I did. I'm obsessed with nut milks lately.
Okay. You know, isn't it funny how you go through fads when you're a chef? Yes.
I love the texture of them. I love the complexity of them. This adds a little bit of body to the dressing. About a cup of toasted pecans. I toasted them at 300 degrees just to get that even sort of toasted flavor.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add a cup of water.
Okay.
Because I want it to be nice and thick. And you can add it all in together.
Great.
And then I'll put the lid on. Okay.
Okay, now you turn it on. There you go.
All right.
So you need to strain that because there's still bits of pecan in there?
Exactly, and there's still bits of the skin. So, you know, just to have a smoother texture, I like to strain it. You don't have to if you like the way it tastes.
So tell me, yeah, you're going to put that in, and then let's talk about the sugar. As you said, you're adding sugar to counterbalance the bitterness of the dandelions.
The bar manager at the Grey uses this raw sugar, so I decided to incorporate it into a dressing, which I think it works.
Yeah.
So we did a simple syrup.
Okay.
And see how dark it is from the molasses that's in the raw sugar. So it's equal parts sugar and water. And we bring it to a boil and we whisk it together and we just let it cool and it gets like this syrupy.
So it melts. Yes,
So it melts
wonderful.
and dissolves. So we're going to pour half a cup of the pecan milk
In there.
into the bowl with the garlic.
Okay.
And then we're gonna also pour a half a cup of the cane.
Half a cup of each, okay.
Of the raw
Okay.
syrup, half a cup of each.
Okay.
And we're gonna pour a cup of red wine vinegar.
We're making a big batch.
We're making a huge batch, but this will keep in your fridge for months. 3 cups of blended oil, and this is good to do in a blender too,
Yes.
if you're by yourself. A half a teaspoon of chili
Half a
darble.
tablespoon.
Half a tablespoon.
That's what you told me before. I'm just repeating what you said.
So I put about 2 nice pinches of salt in there.
Okay, good. And I'm going to get
And we can add the sun-dried tomatoes as well.
Okay. Now, sun-dried tomatoes is not Southern, I don't think.
It's not, but yeah, I like them. And
All
they're a
right.
good substitute for raisins.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Substitute for raisins.
So I guess it's a little awkward pouring it over the salad with that, so we'll just...
Yeah, we'll just put it in here.
Yeah, we'll just put a little bit, which I think is plenty. Okay, so we'll put these dandelion greens. I think this is enough for the 3 of us. So.
Yes, I think so. I
Put
love
all that.
salad. So what you got there?
So I have some roasted butternut squash.
Okay.
We have a cup of that. We're gonna add that in here.
That's nice.
We have some chopped up ground pecans. We're gonna add that. When I dress the salad, I like to go around the outside because if you dump it in the middle, the leaves tend to get drenched. We're gonna garnish the salad with these edible flowers. They're marigolds. All right, so we'll toss, toss, toss.
This is making me hungry.
Oh, awesome.
Let's park this back here. Yeah. All right. So 1 down, 1 to go. So what's up next?
Okay, so next we're gonna do the duck dirty rice.
Oh, yum.
And so what you can do is cut a 1/4 cup of onion for me.
Okay.
And 2 tablespoons of garlic while I pick the duck confit.
All right, I will do that. Okay, now you have to explain what duck confit is because not everybody knows.
Well, duck confit is duck that has been preserved in its own duck fat.
Oh.
So at the restaurant, we make it ourselves. You can buy it online or buy it at a gourmet grocery store.
Right.
But we actually make it at the restaurant ourselves. We season it with a little sugar and a little salt and some spices. And we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of duck fat in the pan.
Okay.
I have to hose down again.
Oh, yes, you do. I'll add the onions and garlic while you're hosing down. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Perfect.
So we're just trying to get these sort of softened.
Yep, so we're gonna soften these guys up and you'll start to smell them.
Right.
And in the meanwhile, we need to chop up some duck livers.
Oh, let me get that out of the refrigerator.
Awesome.
Okay, here we go.
The duck livers are the part that makes it dirty.
Okie dokie. Gotcha. Now you are soaking it in milk. Why?
It softens it up. It brines it a little
yeah,
bit.
it's a tenderizer.
It tenderizes
also, it
it.
takes out that gaminess.
Yeah,
So
cool.
you want this cut up into what?
Just a mincy chop.
Mincy chop,
Yep,
so small.
almost as big as the garlic.
Oh, wow, so tiny.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is brandy.
Yeah,
Oh.
so we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of brandy.
Okay, so we just reduce that down?
Just reduce that down. It adds a fragrance to it and just kind of adds a little bit more
Ooh, I
complex.
can get it. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so what's going to happen next?
So next we add our Carolina Gold rice. 3 cups of that.
So Southern.
Carolina rice.
And then, now this is fascinating.
Right.
So this is farro.
This is farro verde.
Okay, and that is.
And this is a wheat berry. And it adds a bouncy, fresh texture to it and flavor that just kind of elevates it a little bit.
Nice. Beautiful looking. Do you want me to chop this parsley?
Yes, please.
Okay,
while
while you're stirring away.
So once I get this sort of coated and heated through, I like to add in the pulled duck legs.
Okay. Wow. Now this would feed quite a few people. And we forgot an important ingredient, which you're going to tell me what it is.
Right, some gumbo filet. It's ground sassafras leaves.
The same thing you make root beer out of?
Exactly. This is sort of like the secret ingredient.
Yes, gotcha. And it's a little bit of a thickener too, right?
It is,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Probably gonna need to add salt.
Do you want some pepper too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You know, Sarah, let's add a little bit of that chopped parsley just for some color. Put some parsley on it and it's like fresh.
Exactly. Here, why don't you hold and I'll do this so that you don't, because that's heavy. Should we sprinkle the rest on top?
Yeah, that'd be great. Nice and green and herbaceous.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, I think
Dirty
we're ready to
duck?
go set up the table.
Yeah, Jonna should
so
be
you
back
take
soon.
that and I'll get the salad and let's head out.
Okay, great.
Oh, there you are, Jonna. That was perfect
Hey
timing.
ladies, how are
What
you?
are you pouring us?
We're gonna have a little Barolo with this.
Oh, good. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
One of Mashama's favorite.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's have a little
Yeah,
Start
let's
somewhere.
cheers.
Yes.
This has been
This
great
is
fun.
so much fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Yes. So you are going to take me shopping tomorrow.
We're gonna go around.
I don't mean shoe shopping or anything.
Well, we can do that too. Yeah, we're gonna meet tomorrow morning at the Sentient Bean, Otter's favorite coffee shop in Savannah.
Oh, I can't wait. Are we going to take the dogs?
We'll take
Oh,
the dogs.
We must. Okay, let's dig in. All right.
All right, sounds great.
Hey, Jono. The next morning, I met Jono at his favorite coffee shop.
So this is the Sentient Bean.
Okay.
Where we come after our morning walk through the park. Should we go check it
Yeah,
out?
let's do it. The Sentient Bean is a hangout where you can get a cup of caffeine or listen to live music. Very
the bean,
cool.
as it's known
I
here
love
in
that. Oh,
Savannah.
here, let me hold this so
Oh,
you can
great,
get the voice.
thank you. I appreciate that.
No, that reminds me of my hippy dippy days.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. So the Bean is one of those places when Carol, my wife, and I first drove through town, we stopped at, and it was really one of those aha moments for us, like, wow, we could really spend some time in Savannah. And
I can see why.
yeah, it's really a cool spot.
Here's another cool spot. What's this?
So Lachey is by far the best wine store in town, in my opinion. I'm just a
lucky
lover of
person.
old world wines. And Christian, the owner of this shop, is old world centric. Germany,
that.
Austria, Alsace are the places that I think he would spend all of his time if he could.
Savannah's famous Forsyth Park was just a short stroll away.
And now from here, we're gonna go to a place you'll only find in Savannah, a breakfast spot for the ages.
He was right. Nairobi's grits and gravy isn't on a tourist map, but it should be.
I think it's a good choice. Thank you, sir.
Sausage gravy biscuits.
You weren't kidding, that's a big portion.
Yeah, it's a healthy portion.
This is really busy, huh?
Yeah, as my dad would call this place a working man's joint.
Right.
And then this is kind of the food that sustains people, right? You know, the starchy carbs and the grits and the offcuts of meat.
These biscuits are good. On Indian Street, another hidden gem. The Service Brewery, run by an Army vet with a mission.
Kevin, the founder and owner, wanted to build a brewery that focused on employing vets and honoring vets, and that's what he's built here. Everybody that lives in Savannah is really proud of this place. It's one of the first micro brews that popped up in town, and we all think of service as ours here in Savannah.
On the way home, Jono stops at the Original, the ultimate neighborhood dive bar.
This bar is an oasis at the end of a busy day.
Good, how are you?
And so I just know that I can come here at the end of the night, have a nice glass of wine.
One white, one red.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah, makes your mind up for you.
You know, you always run into someone at the Original, and you can talk to some people that you haven't caught up with in a while, or you can just sit by yourself and have a quiet glass of wine and, you know, think about the day and think about tomorrow.
Good to see you guys.
After I ate at Dirt Candy, Amanda Cohen's restaurant, I decided she was one of the most inventive chefs I've ever come across. So we're going to spend a little time with her and find out how she does what she does.
My name is Amanda Cohen, and I am the chef owner of Dirt Candy. It is an all-vegetable restaurant in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. I named my restaurant Dirt Candy because that's really what vegetables are to me. They are candy from the dirt. They are earth candy. And I did it because I knew it would really offend people. And they'd be like, why do you have dirt in the name of your restaurant? But they would never forget it. Once you've heard Dirt Candy, you can't unhear it. We really focus on vegetables, whereas vegetarian restaurants focus a little bit more on the lifestyle of being a vegetarian. It's not about being healthy for me. Kyle, I have a pickles. That one's going to $4.11. It's too much sauce. This is going to $4.05. We don't say no. These are called Gold Moss. Feel free to eat it like you would a regular hot dog with your hands, not with a fork and knife unless you are the Queen of England. The satisfaction in this job lies for me at the end of the night when we've had guests come up to us all night and saying they've had an amazing time, and not just that they had a great meal and the food was delicious, but that the service was great and the drinks were great, and just that the whole picture was exactly what they wanted it to be at that moment. And I think, wow, we did a good job today.
Cohen, I'm so happy to have you here. And I love your book.
Thank you.
Fun book. It's more like a comic book than a cookbook.
It is.
So I'm so excited. We're making a wonderful vegetarian meal, but we're making a drink first. What are we making?
We are making my Kentucky lemonade. So we're gonna roast lemons, add some beets into it, and have this delicious Kentucky bourbon lemonade.
So we need vanilla bean.
1 vanilla bean.
Do you know about this trick? I just learned this trick. You know how you buy a vanilla bean and it's all dry and crackly?
Yep.
Well, if you put a little bourbon, we like that.
I like the bourbon.
I like the bourbon. And the bottom of the glass, and then you just turn it around every so often in the cupboard, it stays nice and pliable.
I love it.
Yeah. And then you get to, as you said, get to drink the bourbon.
I want to drink the bourbon.
Yeah, I know, vanilla bourbon, why not? You need me to get you...
I need some sugar and water.
Okay, so let me get you, the water is here. How did you come up with this idea
Well,
to roast lemons
We
to
wanted
make lemonade?
to bring out a little bit more of the citrus flavor and the sweetness in the lemons. So we figured that roasting would start to caramelize it a little.
Oh, that's so great. You know what I'm confused about, though? So I just dump this on top?
Just dump it in.
Okay. Is how do the lemons get caramelized when there's water in there?
We're just gonna caramelize the top, and it's just like roasting a vegetable. It works.
And just 1 lone vanilla bean, huh?
1 lone vanilla bean. You don't want it to be too vanilla-y. It's not a sweet drink.
Yeah. So I'm gonna open this up and we're gonna do this together. Okay. Oops. All right. Great.
It takes about 45 minutes at 375 degrees.
So tell me about this pasta. Let me come on down. I'm gonna
Okay.
give you some of these. You're gonna show me how you want them. These are the cutest little
I
zucchini
know.
I ever saw.
They're almost too cute to eat.
I know, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna watch how you slice it, and I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, so this is our zucchini pasta with our angel hair noodles in a garlic labna sauce.
You know what's interesting? I have to say, I've eaten at Amanda's restaurant, and my meathead husband was wild about it.
I love
I
that.
thought we were going to have to go out for a steak afterwards, but he just thought it was so great.
We try to use the vegetable in as many different ways as possible and bring out as many different textures.
I think you do some of the most creative cooking I've ever seen with vegetables.
Thank you.
But let's get these guys on.
Okay.
Olive oil or vegetable oil. About 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
And some salt. You do the salting.
That's
and then
good.
we've been heating up the grill. So can I just dump them in?
Just dump them in.
Don't worry about laying them. I mean, I'll try
No.
to flatten them.
So this is called a spiralizer, and you can pretty much spiralize any hard vegetable. So I'm just gonna cut the ends off,
Okay.
and you're just gonna pop this straight in the middle here,
Okay.
and then this is gonna click on,
Oh, even I could do this. All right.
and then they just start to
Whoa.
come out.
So it comes out the other end.
Yeah, they are incredibly long, so it's like one giant piece.
Wow. Now, we're going to use these as our pasta, right?
Yeah.
Along with the spaghetti. We're going to actually add some capellini, angel hair pasta.
Yep.
Are we going to cook that?
No, it's gonna cook down a little when we add it to the pasta.
We want to get a little bit of grill marks on these,
A
right?
little, but they're almost there. They're gonna go pretty fast.
Okay. Let's get the sauce going. So I'm going to get we need to mince some garlic,
Yep.
right? Should I start heating this burner up for our sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, and we want, we're going to get some oil in there in a minute. I do want to get the rest of the zucchini out.
So the oil's pretty hot. You can see it. I'm just gonna add in
Okay.
garlic.
And then you can grab you're going to add the saffron first.
Just a tiny pinch of it.
Okay. Now, we are not using regular yogurt. We're using something that you call labna.
Exactly. It's sort of a Middle Eastern style strained yogurt.
Okay, so labneh is different than Greek yogurt. You said Greek yogurt has additives.
It tends to have some additives in it. This is just pure milk that's been strained.
I think this is a better tool. And it's about 1.5 cups we're adding, I think.
Yeah.
So you said this tends to split less.
Exactly. It'll stay together, whereas Greek yogurt, if you use it, you can. You just have to be much more gentle with it. It will split into two. Go ahead.
Do you want all of this water?
I think we're good
Okay.
for the moment.
That's so interesting. Do you need salt?
Yes.
Okay. It's just garlic, saffron, labneh. And where do you buy it?
You can find it now at supermarkets, sort of the fancier supermarkets.
More water or good?
A little bit more water.
Okay. And then what do we do? Do we turn it off and then just quick heat it, or do we just let the heat of the pasta warm it?
We can turn it off as soon as this is stirred in.
Okay.
You can see it's like creamy, but it's not a cheese sauce.
Yeah.
It's nice, and it's gonna have a little bit of a sour tang to
Yes. Yeah. So you know what? I think let's tidy up and check the lemonade.
it. Okay, perfect.
Wow, that is so interesting. How it does get all sort of
You can
caramelized
see it,
on
that
top.
it's starting to get dark.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna drop the pasta,
Exactly.
and then we're using angel hair.
Yep.
And I'm salting the water. How much do you think?
Just a small handful.
More than that?
No, I think that's perfect.
Really? Okay, so this is just sort of zucchini helper.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
just bulking it up a little.
You could do all zucchini noodles though. Let me give it a stir.
You could. This makes it a little bit more like a meal if you have some real pasta in there.
You have something more substantial. Okay, so I'm giving it a stir. This only takes about 3 minutes.
Exactly.
And let's check the lemonade.
Okay.
Okay, so now we strain it.
Exactly.
Do you need help there?
No, I think I've got it.
Okay. I just don't know how you come up with these ideas. I really don't. To caramelize lemons with water in there is just so interesting.
Well, it's a lot easier than squeezing out all the juice, right?
Right. Okay, there we go. So now, yeah, you want to just pop that in here, and we'll make ourselves a cocktail.
It's cocktail
This
time.
is your Kentucky bourbon lemonade cocktail.
Exactly.
Right.
So we're gonna start with 2 ounces of bourbon in each one. 2 ounces, 3 ounces. It depends on what kind of day you've had, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say what kind of mood you're in.
Then after that, you can sort of eyeball the rest. of
Eyeball.
it.
Now, as you add the beet juice, let's talk about it. So this is actually pink lemonade
It is pink lemonade.
because you've either roasted the beet and pureed it in one of those super mixers, or you just bought beet juice somewhere.
Exactly. That's what's really nice about the world today. There are juice shops
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Right.
Okay.
Then the lemon. That's beautiful already. Except that it's alcoholic. I'd say this would be a great drink for kids. It's so pretty.
We do make a virgin one without the alcohol at the restaurant.
And you don't tell them there's beets in there.
Exactly.
Right.
Soda water or seltzer, and then some lemon lime soda. It's just as
Well, I can't wait to try that. But we need to get our rest of our ingredients ready for the pasta.
Yeah.
So we need some zest. Do some mint, and I'm gonna
Exactly.
do some lemons. I should have zested this first, but I was too enthusiastic and cut it right in half. And this is the garnish?
This is the garnish.
Wow, that mint smelled so good as soon as you just ripped it.
And you don't have to be finicky about how you mince it. I'm just gonna add a nice lively note to it.
Okay, so we need to juice this. We need a couple of tablespoons. Do you want to juice this?
Yeah.
And I'm going to drain our pasta because I know it's going to be done. And then I add that right to the zucchini noodles?
Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna help them cook down.
Okay.
well. Okay.
Should I try to get it really dry?
No, a little bit of wet is good.
Okay, because it's also got the starch on it, which is going to help. And now our sauce goes in.
Yeah.
I can't believe how that yogurt stayed together. Because the general rule with the yogurt that most of us use is that it separates when it heats.
And it's the
that good
labneh
enough,
is
do you
even more
think?
sour, so
Yeah.
it's nice.
And then this goes in?
That goes in.
Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, and we just toss it up. Wow, that already gets an A+ in visuals.
Right.
Okay, so let's bring down all our garnishes.
Okay.
And I just very gently get some of these big guys on top so they're accessible. All right, so how do we garnish?
So then we're just
This
gonna
is
do
so exciting. I have to say, I love your food.
the
I
mint,
really do.
some lemon juice for acidity.
I mean, who knew there were so many layers to vegetables? We have some microgreens, and
Just
there.
gonna add a little bit of color and crunch.
All right. Well, I think we must go outside and dine outside.
I love it.
We need our cocktails. And wow, I can't wait to taste this. I feel like ladies who lunch, don't you?
Yes.
Do we
it's a
ever
perfect
lunch
afternoon.
as ladies? No.
We're too
All right, this
busy.
guy's gonna stay in there. There we go. Okay.
Thank you.
No, we're too busy. This is so much fun. Just relaxing. It's hard to tell what's the zucchini and what's the noodle. All right, let's chow down.
Yeah.
Wow. That yogurt sauce.
It's good, right?
And the lemon, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been amazing.
It's been so much fun. We get to lunch in the garden. I'm Sara Moulton here with Amanda Cohen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you next time for more of Sara's Weeknight Meals. Okay, so wow, we didn't
Cheers.
try this yet. We need to. Oh my God, that is so addictive.
Isn't it? It's very drinkable.
Oh, a little too drinkable. Sara's Weeknight Meals continues online. For recipes, helpful tips, messages, and lots more, visit us on the web at saramolton.com/weeknight meals. And go to our YouTube channel, Sara's Weeknight Meals TV. Funding provided by
The 2016 Subaru Legacy. With symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 36 mpg. It pairs well with every kind of road. Subaru, proud sponsor of Sara's Weeknight Meals.
And thanks to the generous support of